going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're going to talk about symbiotes and some good and bad luck I've had with defeating Black Order with them. I can't really speak to how solid of a counter this is. I can say that you definitely can punch down with this team against Black Order. Punching up is quite a bit more difficult. In fact, if you start punching up too much, it's definitely impossible. But this team could potentially be a counter to Black Order. I used it in this last Alliance War. I'll show you guys the footage where I was able to punch down like 60k against a Black Order team in Alliance War that was boosted. It did all right. I've also punched up in Blitz against a Black Order, but the team order was out of whack and not exactly optimal. So it's hard to say how consistent this is going to be. I also have some footage where I did a punch across or a slight punch up and also failed. So I think the big problem right now is that if you have a low star anti-venom, it looks like it's not going to be that easy. Anti-venom is still a bit squishy. I mean, he's only got 180,000 health right now. I think he still has less than Scream. In fact, no. So Scream has less. And this is the problem, is anti-venom right now still kind of not optimal. Once you get more stars on him, and we'll be able to get intel and shards on him as we go through this Waking Nightmare event and start leveling up his stars. But right now, with only 4/4 on him, he does not have a lot of health. He's very easy to pick on, and if you lose anti-venom, you lose the match. It's not optimal. Now, I do have all the T4s on him. I have a couple other T4s. I have the T4s on the passive here for Symbiote Spider-Man and his ultimate. I have the T4 on Carnage, obviously, his passive. You want to have that one. And then I have one or two T4s over on Scream. Yeah, her passive and then her special. Both of them, I have both those. So, it's a decent amount of T4s on the team. So let's just go ahead and go into the footage here. And this is going to be from Alliance War. And actually, I'm going to move my camera over so I'm not blocking the ability screens. But yeah, you guys will be able to see what I'm using here. So yeah, we're going in. This is about a 60k punch down. They have boosts on the enemy team, and you're gonna see some problems here maybe with this. The big problem is that the defense up plus the offense down on our team from Ebony Maw is really gonna make it difficult to land debuffs, and this is gonna be a big problem with this team. It's gonna be hard to say how well this will work. You can see there that I was luckily able to land defense down, and then I'm gonna try for the special here on Scream, apply offense down. There we go. So now we have offense down and defense down on Cole Obsidian, and then I'm going to use the ult here with anti-venom, and he's going to end up giving offense up and defense up to my whole team. Very, very helpful to make sure we have that. And then, of course, the striker on anti-venom, which we'll have to do a video about that, talk about how overpowered this striker ability is on anti-venom. At least it seems to be pretty overpowered. We'll see if they change things up. But I spread negative effects from Cole Obsidian over to Thanos. It took him down quite a bit, and we got that heal block on Thanos, which is going to be very important for when he tries to go for his ultimate, because if you have heal block on him, then he won't be able to heal back up from that ultimate. Very, very helpful for that. We're going to try to finish off Cole Obsidian here in a second, though he's healing back up. This is a bit of a problem. This is why you want to try and get Cole Obsidian down as quickly as possible. You saw we had the drain on Thanos, popped his ultimate, didn't do anything. So now we've lost Scream. We're looking pretty low here, and this is where the problem is with symbiotes, and this is why I'm not convinced it's a consistent counter. But the possibility does exist there. Once we get more stars on him, we'll see. On anti-venom, we'll see just how reliable this is. We'll get the revive here. Scream's back up, and yeah, if you have at least some stars on anti-venom, he'll be a little more powerful. Now let's take him to tier 14, and you max up his stars a bit more. He's going to have somewhere in the range of 300,000 health, so he's going to be much better, much tankier. So that'll be nice to see at least. Then we'll try to finish off Ebony Maw, Cole Obsidian, or Ebony Maw, Corvus, and Proxima. We're charging up passives now with Carnage, and yeah, we'll finish things off here. So yeah, this is it worked. I can't speak to how consistent it's going to be, and of course the Thanos as well was only a 5/7. He was only he didn't have 7 red stars. So if there was 7 red on Thanos, again, probably that ultimate would have hurt quite a bit more. I think that would have been a bit more of a problem. So I can't say it's truly consistent. But let me see if I can pull up a star count on you guys, for you guys can see Thanos here, so you know what you're looking at. Let me see, possibly Yeah, there we go. So yeah, 5-7 on Thanos, Raider on him, 115,000 power. All right, so let's take a look at this I did in Blitz, where it was, yeah, so it's against the Blitz team, and we're looking at about a 40,000 punch up on this, but the team order is way out of whack here. You can see that neither Thanos or Ebony Maw is next to Cole Obsidian. That's actually going to make it a bit easier for my fight. So if you're fighting a Black Order team where the positioning's not set up correctly, this is actually going to work a lot better, because now you can pick on Cole Obsidian and also pick on the character next to him without worries about retribution so much. And because Proxima is a bit squishier, you can actually start picking on her and start leveling up the passive with Carnage. And yeah, so we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna go straight for Cole Obsidian. We're gonna get bleed, offense down, defense down on him, pick on Cole Obsidian, and then use anti-venom's ultimate to take all those negative effects, flip them to positive effects on anti-venom, and then his ultimate's gonna spread it out. This is why you want the T4 on the ultimate for anti-venom, because it's just going to it's pretty much how you get all those effects on your characters. And another thing too is that with that defense up on the enemy team, the offense down on your team, it's a problem because you can't reliably apply those negative effects. This is why I'm not really set on it being a true counter to Black Order. We'll see. You can see we got a building block on Cole Obsidian, which I think was a bit more important, because otherwise he wasn't able to remove those negative effects. Though, I mean, now he's got several stacks of death proof on himself, which could be a bit of a problem, but we'll try to finish things off here. And I made a bit of a mistake here. I think, no, okay, so yeah, I didn't try to ignore Cole. I should have still tried to go for Cole, and I didn't, and that's gonna be a bit of a problem too. We'll try to yeah, I'm gonna mess up here again. I need to go for Cole Obsidian, and I'm not. Once you get rid of Cole Obsidian, it gets a lot easier, because now you can go for Thanos and Ebony Maw without worries of getting smacked around by Cole Obsidian. So you got to make sure you get rid of him, and this is pretty much what I'm not doing. I am trying to apply the negative effects through anti-venom's bonus attack on Thanos, which has done a little bit more here. I mean, he's got offense down and defense down, which is helpful, and we'll try to take out Proxima. Didn't get it, not enough. She has defense up. That was a big mistake on my part. We'll try to stun Thanos here to delay his ultimate. We'll get speed down on everybody, which is helpful here. So now we have a little bit of delay on Thanos. We bought some time. We'll then try to keep going for Proxima, and not the best, but Carnage is dead, so we don't get the boosted speed bar with him until Carnage is back up. And at this point, we still have Cole Obsidian up, and this is me not playing correctly. I really should have just gone for Cole, and I didn't. That was a big mistake on my part. Now we still have defense up on Cole Obsidian. Now Proxima is dead, but now we're getting the boosted speed bar. We're getting the regeneration, the healing through Carnage's passive, and this is why I recommend healer on Carnage, because it just does crazy amounts. We'll flip that defense up and death proof, hopefully, or yeah, okay, good. So yeah, we flipped them. Now we have a bunch of bleeds on Cole Obsidian, and hopefully we try to pick him off here. I'm trying to remember. I was playing this late last night, so I'm trying to remember everything. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so at this point, looks like we're just about ready to kill things off. We get the ultimate here with Thanos, heals him back up quite a bit. Almost lose Scream. At this point, we need to just finish off Cole. Cole is being a little too annoying. We need to get him finished off. We're gonna put speed down on Thanos here with the passive, with the bonus attack with anti-venom. Cole Obsidian is gone, and now we finish off Ebony, and then we finish off Thanos. We try to get rid of the stealth on Corvus, but because there's so many buffs on him, a little more difficult to do. And hopefully we can finish him off here in a second. And let me see. Can we get him? Can we get him? There we go. Okay, so Ebony is now gone. Now we have Thanos and we have Corvus left. So this was not done the best by myself. This was a bit sloppy, but you can see that if the positioning's out of whack, it does make it a little bit easier, because you can hit the target next to Cole Obsidian without worrying about his passive triggering. So then here's the footage of me doing another punch up about 40k here against a Black Order team with the correct positioning, and it's not really pretty. So this is I think it's a safe punch down, but I'm not about to say that it's a good punch up. Even a punch across I think is a bit risky. It is helpful to get some debuffs on things, but if you can't apply debuffs between that defense up and offense down on your team, if you can't apply debuffs here at the beginning, you're kind of screwed. So here you go. No defense down. We did finally get defense down there. If I can't apply offense down here, I'm screwed too, because then I'm losing out on a lot of buffs. So yeah, I was able, luckily was able to apply them. But again, if you have a high red star called Obsidian, you may have to go for someone else. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit difficult. So we'll try to spread debuffs here. This was a mistake on my part, because now we have the taunt with Cold Obsidian. And yeah, it just kind of falls apart. You see, this video is about over. It falls apart real quickly here, because we got stun on Scream. Anti-Venom's very close to dying. We're going to lose anti-venom, and if you lose anti-venom, that's it. You're done. Fat Lady singing, it's over. You can't lose anti-venom. So right now, with low star counts on anti-venom, definitely not a consistent counter. I think maybe in the future, once we refine this and try it some more, I mean, we're talking testing from yesterday with getting anti-venom. So we'll see how this goes. I'll try to refine this a bit more. I'm going to try this out in War, see if I can get some Doc Ock teams to fight against in War, see if that works as well. But let me know down below, what do you guys think about Symbiotes? Do you guys think it could be a counter to Black Order? Do you guys feeling as mediocre on it as I am? Let me know down below. But as always, if you guys have enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe to the channel for Marvel Strike Force content in the future. And as always, I will see you guys next time.